So I'm Sarah. I was actually born and raised in Germany, but I'm now here at Hofstra as an international student, and I'm a global studies and psychology double major with a minor in political science. I entered Hofstra with no major, actually. And then as I was here and I was just trying out different courses and kind of taking care of all my distribution requirements, I realized that I had this passion for kind of global affairs. So I did some political science classes, but I wanted a more multidisciplinary approach, and I wanted to go more in depth in all these different issues of globalization and like current global affairs. So the Global Studies department kind of offered all of that for me, and I started taking some classes and I just never looked back. What I love about the Global Studies department is that really every student's perspective is valued and every view is very much invited, and you're really invited to share your opinions on things. And I have professors from Puerto Rico, from Canada, from South Africa. Like, there's really also a global approach in the teaching and in the experiences that the professors bring into the classroom, and that's something that I really enjoy. And that I know that even like after office hours, if I'm just around in the department, I can always kind of knock on a professor's door, and like they will help me and they'll advise me and they'll always kind of be there for me academically as well as professionally. One of the things that also makes the department great is the fact that we actually have our own kind of department club called Get Global, that's open to all students from all majors, but is normally led and kind of really heavily frequented by global studies majors or minors. And I've actually been in it since I've been a major, just because my professors always encouraged me to get involved and kind of give back to the community in the department I'm in. And I'm now a treasurer of it. And our goal really is to help people think globally but then act locally. So on the one hand, we're trying to like educate people about global issues, whether that's child labor or where their chocolate comes from, who makes their garments that they buy for $5 in a store. And on the other hand, also encourage community service and kind of really being part of whatever their community they're in, and really giving back to that community as well. Being an international student at Hofstra has been, for me, a very rewarding experience, because I kind of came here and there's a special orientation for international students called International Orientation, and you get paired up with a mentor and you have all these activities to kind of get used to living in the US, studying in the US institution. But then afterwards, because I liked that so much, I actually became a global mentor myself, and now I am the one who's kind of leading new international students and helping them settle into the community and identify ways for them to get involved. And I always found that whether it's other students or professors or administrators, it's always valued that I have a different perspective, that sometimes maybe things are strange to me or I don't understand them, and they always take time to explain it to me, but also to listen to what I have to say that might be coming from a very different angle, very different experiences. So I've always very much been very thankful for that. I'm a senior and I'm about to graduate in May, so I'm currently trying to see where I want to go, and my plan is to go back to Europe, go back to the UK, and go to grad school there, study global politics, study international relations, and focus even more on what I care about, which would be global cooperation and kind of how do we address all these issues that globalization has kind of brought to the forefront. How do we address them in a succinct way? How do we address them in a cooperative way? How do we come together as a global community and stuff kind of fall apart and branch off, which is happening right now? So that's really something that Global Studies has me perfectly prepared for. And as I'm writing my personal statements right now, I see again and again how really helpful and how resourceful the classes were that I've taken, and how much I can draw from them in kind of shaping my own academic portfolio, so to say.